I've seen your future, and it's in your TV. Hey everyone, Evan Permission to Game. Welcome back to another episode. Again, if you are new here, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button below. I extremely appreciate it. And let's get going. Like I said, the future of gaming may no longer be consoles or PCs. It may be your TV. But before we get to that, here's a word from our sponsors. Hey everyone, Evan Permission to Game, and we are here today to help Kaylin Townsend, Student of the Year nominee, raise $50,000 for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. If you are interested in helping her reach her goal today, make sure you hit that link in the description below and to find out more information on how you can help make an impact with LLS. Thanks, Evan. I do appreciate that. So, yes, I'm serious. Your gaming is actually coming to your television. The device you watch everything on could be the actual device that plays the game itself for you. And what I mean by that is, yes, Google Stadia. Now you're probably wondering, Evan, what in the world? Why would you even consider Google Stadia? Well, honestly, it's because I truly do believe it's possibly the future of gaming. Maybe not right now, but it is the direction that gaming is going. The fact that everything is streamed these days. I mean, we don't even get cable hardwired anymore. It's all Wi-Fi and something here and then. LG just announced the other day that they're actually going to be incorporating Google Stadia along with NVIDIA into their new TVs, or at least some of them, coming up here in 2021 and on, making it easy for you to just download the Google Stadia app directly to your LG TV instead of buying the wireless dongle, and then therefore all you really need is the Google Stadia controller, and boom, off you go with the gaming. Now that is actually really cool. TVs are already headed towards the gaming direction to be able to support all the 120 frames per second, gonna be able to support 4K natively. Why not just make the TV more powerful and actually have your gaming system in it? Does it make sense to play Google Stadia here in 2021? And honestly, my opinion is yes. Now, maybe not last year, that doesn't make sense. And I mean, Google Stadia initially came out in 2019 and really was a flop. It was a terrible execution of a great idea. Now, Google spent a ton of money making sure that the resources and everything was there, but it just didn't fall into place the way it should. Tons of launch date issues. Now, I haven't seen this bad of a launch since Cyberpunk 2077, but it's actually a good thing because on Google Stadia, believe it or not, out of all the consoles, not including PC, out of all the consoles that you can play Cyberpunk 2077 on, believe it or not, Stadia actually works the best. It is kind of weird. I mean, I have my Xbox and I want to get a PlayStation 5, still can't get my hands on those yet, but the Stadia, I mean, like, I might as well just go buy Stadia just to play Cyberpunk because it actually is potentially somewhat kind of enjoyable on that console. The great part is, moving forward in the future, Stadia does bring in a new era of playing games, and it connects the person who's already playing it on their phone and doesn't force them to be stuck to buying some super expensive console. All they really want is the devices they already have to make their gaming experience more enjoyable, and that's where LG partnering with Google to make their TVs playable through the Stadia app even better, because you don't have to buy it, it's ready to go. Now in 2021, Google has made some changes to Stadia, making it a lot more enjoyable from a user experience. The game archive, the game list is a lot bigger now. You're not playing just Destiny 2 and maybe some Red Dead Redemption. Like, there's some legit games on there that you're gonna wanna play. Now, if you're a Fortnite player, unfortunately at the moment, you're not gonna be able to, but that's purely because Fortnite or Epic Games has deemed Google Stadia not to have a large enough gamer base. So if you want it on there, go buy Stadia and prove to these game manufacturers that it makes sense for them to code their games and port them over to Stadia. I don't know. I literally am thinking about picking one up for 2021 just so that I can play and experience the new environment, the new way of playing a little bit better. I mean, internet's only getting better. It's only getting faster. And therefore, the idea of Stadia not working 2 years ago is not as relevant today anymore because of the connectivity, the fiber, the 1 gig, whatever you want to call it, that we have everywhere almost. Check out Stadia. Think about it a little bit further, because if you can't get your hands on an Xbox Series X, because honestly, after thinking about it, the S might not be the one you want to pick up. If you can't get your hands on a PlayStation 5, check out Stadia for only $100 at Best Buy. Online, you can pick them up still. You can even get them used, because there are people who decided after playing it for like 30 minutes they didn't want it anymore. So check one out. If you don't like it, I mean, a lot of them do have a 14, 30 day, whatever. If you buy it from Amazon, you can return it up to like 90 days. Like, definitely check it out. If you're not happy with it, send it back. But at least it's $100 well spent trying to figure out if this is the next way to enjoy games. Now, the cool part is Stadia has always promoted the idea of playing on whatever device you want to, playing wherever you want to, kind of like Xbox with the xCloud and its experience. It's the same direction, playing games digitally through a streaming kind of network. Now, Google unfortunately didn't execute it properly, but they at least did it and pioneered the way. So you could play your Stadia game, even though you have it connected to your TV, you could take it with you on your go. If you're one who travels a lot, well, who knows about traveling in 2021, but if you'd like to go places and you don't want to bring around a clunky system, you can enjoy games that are only for Stadia. Now, with some of these updates, they've also included two versions essentially. You get the free Google Stadia, or you get Google Stadia Pro, which is kind of like Game Pass, kind of like PlayStation Plus. It gives you access to a library of free games that are only available within the Pro version, but ultimately you still got to buy the AAA title games that you actually want to play. It is something that is definitely worth checking out and thinking about in the future. Again, guys, thank you so much. This has been Evan on Permission to Game. Make sure you like and subscribe below, and I'll see you guys on another episode of Permission to Game. And as always, keep moving forward.